This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com. AFTV, Graham, good to see you back at the game, mate. And that's a lot better. That was a lot better than the previous games because at least tactically there's something to talk about.
I thought he got his pre-match team talk pretty much bang on, Robbie. No tactics today, just win the game for Don Robbie. It's your birthday. What are you now, 49 undefeated?
Under 49 undefeated.
Yeah, a win's a win, a scrappy, edgy win. I thought picking the bones out of that, and I didn't have a great seat today. I was right up high at the back of the clock end, really up high. I thought looked like he started with a back three, and I think he's found a shape and a formation that last half hour when he switched it up. When he went,
what was the shape in the last half hour?
Well, he went 4-3-3. What he did was when he brought on Smith Rowe and Partey, it went like a back four. You had Partey sitting, then you had Odegaard and Smith Rowe, then you had the front three. And all of a sudden we looked a lot better, a lot more dynamic, and I couldn't work out if we were creating so many good chances, whether we were just wasteful. But for the first 60 minutes I thought we started well. 20 minutes was okay, then faded. Norwich come back into the game. There's not a lot of goals in our team. That's why I think he needs to go for this 4-3-3 shape, because I think it offers us more flexibility. I do think we're still massively overcoached. I look at the way we waste Pepe. The one league judges criticised Pepe, but the one thing he did was it was his bright moment that led to the goal when he got on his left peg and he had the shot the keeper pushed onto the post, came back out, he was trying to follow it in. It looked like to me that Aubameyang was offside.
That's what I thought when I saw it.
And that's why
they showed the replay. I was like, bloody.
Well, I think what happened is, I think looking at it on the replay, it looked like it flicked off a Norwich player that played him on.
Oh, right.
So that's what played him on. So we had a bit of luck there. But why can't we get Pepe closer to goal? Now, in this system that Arteta plays, which is so overcoached, he can't come inside a lot of the time because we play that inverted fullback. So he's literally out wide. I want him closer to goal. If we're going to play him...
He's a threat, isn't he?
He's a threat. Last year, apart from Aubameyang, what other goals are there in this team, Robbie? So we've got Smith Rowe and Odegaard to create forward of Thomas Partey. And we got Pepe and Saka in wide position of Aubameyang. Why can't we go with that shape? I think it's more dynamic, gives more threat. I know people say it's only Norwich, and I know when you're playing the bigger teams you might have to change it, tweak it slightly, but when you're playing teams at home who sit playing on the counter attack, they played three in midfield today, so they always had the spare man in midfield and made it very hard to play through, and all we want to do is shift it out wide for Keane Tierney to sling crosses in, and we don't always get players in the box. The moment he switched to the 4-3-3, principally after the goal, admittedly, because Norwich had to be slightly more open, but we looked better, Robbie. We created more chances in that structure, so I think that's the formation he needs to go with.
Can he lift us out of the mire playing that formation? I mean, there's some big games coming up. Burnley away next week, that's going to be a tough game, as we know, and then Tottenham here, that's going to be...
No, we got Wimbledon. We've got Wimbledon first.
Forget the Wimbledon one for a minute.
No, look, I mean, Burnley's a totally different game, a more physical game, and it does worry me because obviously one of the weaknesses Ben White is in the air. So, but you know, why not focus on the things that we're good at and start pushing Burnley back, stop them from doing the things that they want to do. Don't let them play the game the way they want it to be played. I think it was a massive call today, by the way, to bring in, as Lee said, to bring in Ramsdale over Leno. That was a massive statement.
You think he's permanent in there?
Yeah, I do. And I think they've looked at it.
Why do you think he did that?
I think the reason is that Leno hasn't signed that contract, Robbie, and they looked at Ramsdale's ability as a goalkeeper, and whatever people think of him, he's a lot of his criticism has been because he's been in two sides that have been relegated. But the things he offers that Leno don't are clear, and I was watching him today. His starting position, right, when the ball's with the opposition is very high. So he gives a lot of confidence to the defence to play higher up. He's very good at claiming crosses. Only Martinez of goalkeepers in the Premier League last year came and caught more balls than him. He caught 33 claims from crosses last year. Only Martinez with 42 claimed more. And the other thing he's good at is errors.
Didn't know that, did he?
Junior. And the other thing he's really good at is he doesn't make that many mistakes. For whatever you think of him, and you've been a massive critic of Ramsdale, haven't you? Be honest.
I have. You know, when he was first coming in, I had my doubts because I think it was the start of last season. I saw him make a lot of mistakes. To be fair,
listen, Rob, in 75 games, he's only made 3 errors that led to goals. Leno's made 8 errors in 98 games that have led to goals. So on that, I know it's only a few statistics, but that's why they like him. He's a confident lad and I think that he offers the team a bit more confidence at the back, and I think he's playing out as well. The way he was playing out today was really assured, I thought. Albeit he didn't have a lot to do, but what he did well. So I think that's the reason they've signed him. But this, make no mistake, is Arteta's team, Robbie. He had 5 of his 6 signings there today, £140 million on the pitch of players. It's all right talking about long-term projects that Edo's been talking about. Long-term projects are fine, but it's all about results on the pitch. We are Arsenal Football Club, right? And we can't just keep putting it off around long-term. We need to start producing results. Just finally, before I go, I still think that we're massively weak in midfield. Now, he talked about 5 leaders in that team, Robbie, didn't he, Edu? 5 leaders. Who are those 5 leaders? Leno, he's dropped him. That's one of his leaders, gone straight away. Lacazette, another of his leaders. They tried to get him around, sell him during the summer. So basically, is he a leader? They want to get rid of him. Xhaka, is Xhaka a leader? Seriously, is Xhaka a leader?
Sat in the stands today.
He basically was going to Roma. So that leaves Partey and Aubameyang as 2 of his leaders. And the only thing that will worry, this is a very young team. We've gone, if you look at this team, Robbie, we've got not enough players from 25 to 28. Basuma would have been perfect for this midfield, wouldn't he? 25-year-old, physical, athletic, perfect player for that midfield. So he's got all his players 23 or younger, and all his other players are 30 or above. Nobody in the prime. So what he needs for these young players is leaders around him. Now I question where he's got the leaders, but this is his team now, and he's got to start delivering results. And it was a scrappy win today, but a win's a win, mate. And
win's a win.
Win's a win.
Great analysis.